Medicine cup.
My name is Laura. I'm 47. I consider myself to be a writer, but I'm disabled. I can't work. I haven't worked since 1996. And I have a chronic pain problem. On top of that, I've got stage 4 colon cancer. I don't want to leave this clutter for my family to have to deal with after I die. I'm living on borrowed time right now. I really should be dead.
My name is Wayne. I'm Laura's husband, and we've been married going on 15 years now. When you walk into our house, you see an overaccumulation of anything that you could imagine. When it comes to helping other people, that's been my education and my training. When it comes to being with a person who has a condition where she accumulates stuff, that's one of the things I look at as part of my love for them, is accepting them.
My name is Michelle. I'm 23, and I'm Laura's daughter. It was definitely difficult for me to live in that house. I always felt like she was ruining our lives because the house was like that.
I've lost a lot of the respect of my daughters because of the way that the house is.
I tried for years to clean, but every time I tried to get rid of something, she would come after me. And I felt before that she, chooses these things over, me and my sister and our health.
I'm Stephanie. I'm 20, and I'm Laura's daughter. My mom doesn't want to be alone all day by herself because Dad works 7 days a week. I think I've forgotten how to feel about all the stuff in the house. It's been there so long that I don't really know anything else. When I wake up in the morning, it's hard to breathe. The quality of the air in the house is just, it's so bad because there's so much dust. Olivia's 18 months old now, and she's just running around, getting into everything, and it's dangerous for her. I don't want her to be pulling something down and just have a huge pile of stuff crash down onto her.
To think that, she's growing up there, she's got no place else to go, that she has to put up with that, and she could be getting sick because of that. It's heartbreaking, she's just, a little baby, and she doesn't deserve that.
She'll pick up things and put them in her mouth if she's not watched. We've actually had her pick up cat poop before and put it in her mouth.
It bothers me that she's starting to grow up the way that I grew up. I don't want to see her go through what I had to go through.
Sit down, Grandma.
This cancer, no matter how much it gets beaten back, it's going to keep coming back. And eventually it will kill me. And it is tremendously important to me that I get this place cleaned up before that happens.
If she's happy for the remaining days of her life, that's the greatest joy you can get, is to leave this earth peacefully and not having this burden that's upon your shoulders and saying, I don't want to pass it off to anybody else.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Darnita. I'm a life management specialist, and I work with people with chronic disorganization and clutter.
We are here this morning to help Laura clean her house.
The first big decision that I need Laura to make is to relinquish control and trust that the people are going to follow the orders that we give them. So that she doesn't have to be in control in every room.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
Nothing will be thrown out
without Laura and Wayne's permission. It's very, very important that you guys honor that request. Okay, we've got a lot of work to do. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going.
Privilege.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, this is
I mean, the feces is just falling out of it.
yeah, it's horrifying. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah.
The further we got, it became more and more disturbing because we began to discover cat feces that was covering clothing and bedding, and it was literally stuck to the floor.
It doesn't surprise me that it was there. It should. In a normal house, it would. Something I grew up with is always having the animals kind of go to the bathroom, and if you couldn't get to it, it would stay there.
Oh, God.
You gotta
Stephanie,
get
this is horrible.
I can't believe my daughter's been sleeping within a foot of that.
That's what I found. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need you to breathe. Okay, slow everything down.
My children grow up in this. Michelle is sick because of my house.
You didn't need to do this.
I let it happen.
Looks like you're getting a nosebleed. She's getting a nosebleed.
She started having a nosebleed, which is rare in this case. There is a number of side effects that you can have from chemo. She developed what was called pseudo-seizures. It's more based on a catatonic seizure, where she freezes and then we have to gradually move her arms and put cold cloths on her face.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
This has been a major change just in the last couple of days for us.
Excuse me, Gina?
Yeah.
I think something's going on with Laura.
Oh yeah. I got to take care of her. Here.
Laura, can you hear me?
Masks are available.
You all have masks?
Gloves are available. What are they going to think about me? It's horrible. Look at that. I mean, there's, cat droppings and, all the hair and it stinks.
When the cleaning crew arrived, Laura saw them start to walk in the door, and she expressed her concern that they didn't have masks or gloves on, and they elected to go in anyway.
These women are going in there, these cleaning people. They're going in there and they don't know what they're getting into. They didn't know, I don't think, the extent.
Shortly thereafter, they came out and were putting the gloves and masks on. All of us who are on this team, they're all experts. There's nothing that they haven't seen before. They know exactly what they're walking into.
Moving.
I took Laura down to the basement and she was overwhelmed. She was crying tears of joy.
Oh my God!
This is a lot different.
Oh my God!
This is a lot different.
Oh my God!
Are you happy?
Unbelievable.
The living room has been completely transformed. There's a clear space for Olivia to play.
And when that carpet was removed, many of the scents, smells, whatever you want to call them, went with it.
I never imagined there would be this.
That's like beautiful hardwood floor. That's sit on the floor with Olivia and play.
Look, this is your space to play. Look at that. I mean, that was the most amazing reaction that I saw from her. Just looking from place to place to place and going, wow. And, things that she could touch and she was allowed to play with.
That's the floor. That's what it's supposed to look like. Watching her enjoy her bedroom, it it made me cry. This is happy, honey. Yay! Grandma's not sad. Grandma's so happy.
I think the future for my family is a lot more hopeful now. I mean, before it was just, I felt like the whole family was just gonna fall apart when Mom passed, because nobody's gonna wanna be here if the house is just as big a wreck as it was. But now the house is clean, and you know, maybe Mom doesn't have much time left. We don't know. But the time that she has will be better.
My name is Penny, and I'm 44 years old, and I work for the federal government. I have 2 sons. Patrick is 13 and Thomas is 3.
You did it!
My house sucks. It's embarrassing, it's shameful, it's ridiculous, it's irrational, illogical. It's disgusting and gross and on the verge of being uninhabitable.
I am Patrick, I am 13, and Penny is my mom. My dad left. I mean, that makes me mad, but if he doesn't want to man up and live there, I gotta man up. Come on, let's go. Our house right now, it looks horrible. Something happened with our electricity where we lost the electricity upstairs and in the kitchen.
Well, the kitchen's obviously unusable with 2 refrigerators that don't work.
I'm scared that if we try to get an electrician in here, they're gonna see how bad it is and they're gonna call Protective Services.
I know if I came into a house like this, I would feel a moral obligation to turn somebody in.
Me and my baby brother probably will get taken away, and I just can't handle that.
I don't want that to happen, and so nobody's allowed in the house.
My name is Pete, and I'm 42 years old, and I'm Penny's brother. The last time I went over to the house, I saw Thomas playing on the front porch in just a pile of junk. It broke my heart. I can't imagine what it's like for those 2 kids. It rips me up inside.
Just the basketball one.
It's my family. It's my sister.
Watch your step.
I'm Henry. I'm Penny's father. Penny's home has become progressively worse. I do own the home. It is a challenging situation. It's overwhelming. I haven't known where to start. I don't think she has known where to start.
What all started our clutter in the house is when her mom died, which was 2 years before I was born.
Penny's mother died somewhat unexpectedly. She had a couple weeks in the hospital. She had a week at home. She had another week back in the hospital, and then it was all over.
It was extremely traumatic for me when she died at the age of 54.
I don't recall serious clutter problems before her mother died.
I tried to hang on for as long as I could, and the depression just got the best of me, and I just gave up.
Things have just spiraled downhill.
I did love my mother. She'd be beating herself up. She'd be like, oh my God, it's all my fault. No, she would hate this.
My name is Margaret. I am Henry's wife. I have tried very, very hard to respect Henry and the fact that this is his daughter. But Thomas and Patrick living in the environment, to me, is distressing. The living conditions are not very good for their safety and their welfare. Particularly little Thomas.
Right now, me and Thomas are sleeping on the sofa. I sleep on one end and he sleeps on the other.
It kills me that my grandson Thomas does not have a bed.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm Geraldine Thomas. I'm a certified professional organizer specializing in chronic disorganization.
We are going to get your house in order to whatever degree you determine is the right fit for you, Penny.
Penny is going to be a complicated person to work with. She seems to be nonchalant and angry and has some trust issues.
Our job is just to go at whatever pace you're most comfortable. We will not discard anything that you don't want discarded. And we're here to be respectful. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
All right. With Penny, I know that she is experiencing a lot of anxiety.
I want you to talk to Doc. I want to do it. Okay,
Don't
go
yell
ahead.
at me.
Okay. I'm not yelling at you. I want to do it.
She's expecting a lot of negative out of this, which is going to be a little bit tougher to deal with.
I want that toaster, and it's just been stepped on like 3 times. I would have moved it if y'all would have let me. It just sucks that it's here to even be stepped on.
I'm Dr. Suzanne Chabot. I'm a specialist in OCD and hoarding.
Do you feel like your things are being disrespected?
No, well, I don't know.
She is losing more and more control. When she loses that control, she gets anxious. And when she gets anxious, she gets mad.
The only reason I still have this doll left is because my brother gave it to somebody that had the decency to give it back to me after everything got thrown out at my mom's house. This is one of the only things I have left. And I specifically said that this doll was very, very precious.
Once somebody feels that they've been betrayed and all of their things were taken out from under them and thrown away, they really have a hard time letting somebody in and trusting them.
This is obviously not a boy's toy. This is an heirloom. Why are you throwing it in a box with toys?
Because if it went in a box with toys, what could happen?
Well, for starters, it shouldn't even be handled that much. You're doing so good. You ask me if I want my kid's report card, and then you don't ask me if I want my mother's heirloom doll that she got from her mother. I don't get that. I don't understand.
Trying to get as much of this out of the way before she comes back downstairs.
I like these. I like these, and I like these too.
Just so there's no, oh, I want that, or I needed that, or don't throw that out, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, no, no, no. All the t-shirts and stuff were supposed to be left out for Patrick. minute you walked away, everybody started throwing everything away. I had to come running back and tell them to stop.
Okay, so you feel like this is a lot of trust gone out the window.
Well, you did say nothing will go if I don't have the say-so, and I didn't have the say-so, so I feel like that isn't the truth.
Okay.
I feel like I was told an untruth. I don't remember seeing this.
I didn't see this bag go in.
This Army stuff, we didn't see that. I do too. I do too.
The family's feeling really vulnerable. They're feeling taken advantage of. They feel like we're trying to sensationalize what's going on here.
Honestly makes me think you do it to test us.
I have no testing agenda, so
I am paranoid as can be, and that's my paranoia coming out.
Things got put on the truck that she did not approve, that Patrick did not go through. They were put up there accidentally.
And since she has trust issues anyway, it just set us way back.
If you were giving us a test grade, what would we make?
I say an F.
An F, okay. So tomorrow we can only go up, right? All right. An F gives me a lot of room to improve. A lot of room to improve. I'm gonna aim higher tomorrow, okay? We all are.
Penny.
Yes.
Time for you to start making decisions.
Yes.
It's freezing out here, so the sooner the better.
Okay. Let this go, and that go, and the sink. What is this? Does anybody, I almost don't want to open it. I'm scared to open it.
And you're scared because you'll want to keep it?
No, because it might be icky nasty. I don't know what it is. And it's a wreath. Yep, I'm keeping wreaths. Okay.
Hoses broke in a million different ways.
Hose can go, the horse can go.
It's possible that we would have seen a lot more anxiety over the discarding had she tried to do that in private.
So that can all go.
Okay.
Having other people expect something from her actually helps her get rid of things.
Yeah, let these go.
And then,
please.
I'm feeling really good about all the stuff we got rid of. I mean, we got rid of 4.5 trucks. That's a lot of stuff.
Some places. Getting things accomplished feels wonderful. It's very empowering. It helps a little bit, you know, with your self-confidence. Oh, we think it's wonderful.
My hope is that this continues and everything's maintained well. I'd say right now, in my opinion, it's probably about a 50-50 chance.
if Penny doesn't change her weekend activities, nothing has changed. This was all for naught. I know they love shopping and I know they love yard sailing, but they have to find a different family activity. If that continues, her house will look exactly like it did when we arrived.
Oh, now you know we can go again.
Ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Come on in here, Penny. Whose bed is that, Thomas?
Mine.
You want to hop up there and see how it feels?
When we came in, our attention was not only on helping her, but establishing a healthy home environment for her children. We have accomplished that goal. It is a clean, safe environment for her children.
I still need help from the experts, but I'll eventually get there, I think.
I am Linda. I'm a homemaker. I have one daughter. And the house is a disaster zone. It's a mess.
I'm Kristen, and I'm Linda's daughter. My mom has anything from trash, from fast food restaurants, whatever she's brought home, just thrown on the floor. She has a dog in the house. There is poop all over the floor.
The last 5 years, I ended up food on the floor, cans on the floor, drinks. It just accumulated time after time and made a mess. Big mess.
She has no pathway. There's no way you can see the carpet of her house anymore. Things are stacked to the ceiling, literally.
Yeah, I walk over everything, bare feet. I got used to walking over plastic and cans and orange juice bottles. Yeah, I hold on to the chair, I hold on to the boxes, hold on to the plastic bins. I got to the sofa, I just collapsed.
The bathroom stopped working, and I've heard that she was using a bucket.
The toilet doesn't work, no bathroom water. Everything's broke. It's hell. It's hell living here.
I don't know why she wants to keep things and hoard. I just know my mom's been depressed for as long as I can remember. That also made my mom's hoarding worse. When I was growing up, the house was already showing signs of her hoarding. I couldn't take it anymore. I left home when I was 17. I had kids by the time I was 21, and I stopped drinking, traded one habit for another, and became hooked on painkillers. I screwed up a lot because of my drug usage.
I'm Shantae, and I'm Linda's granddaughter. I was at school, and I got called onto the office. They said, "You're to ride bus home." I walked in, and everybody's crying, and sat down, and I was like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Your mom got arrested." I just instantly broke down. I started freaking out, banging my head off walls, everything, and I was like, what do I do?
I'm Dallas, and I'm Linda's grandson. I didn't know, because I was young, I didn't know what was going on. I thought my mom was gonna be gone for a week. So then, next thing you know, she's in prison for 2.5 years.
The very thing that I hated most now my kids were going through.
It was a big responsibility, and especially at my age. And my husband was so sick at the time with the congested heart failure. So I had full responsibility by myself, taking care of the kids.
Back then, the piles were about 2 feet on the ground. There was always cans, drinks, wrappers from restaurants, food, dog feces, Some days I'd sleep on the recliner. Sometimes you'd sleep on the couch.
Living there, I slept on the floor on a hospital mattress that my grandpa had.
I talked to my kids on the phone while I was in prison. The things I would hear literally tore me up. You don't want your kids to ever go through that. I could not let her go back. She was buried alive, living in filth. It absolutely turned my life upside down because I turned into the OCD person of, I don't want my house to look like her house. So I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm staying up cleaning nonstop, waiting on her, picking up her mess.
It's a lazy mentality. She just wants to play around, throw her trash on the ground and not pick it up ever, you know.
And I was having to take stuff away from her. The kids were having to take trash away from her that she was not wanting to get rid of.
Well, welcome everybody.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. Are we ready to get started today?
Yes. I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
So basically, if it's broken,
Throw
it
it
should
away.
go.
Yes.
If it's soiled,
Throw it away.
if it has dog dew all
Throw it
over
away.
it, throw it away.
Yes.
Got it. So it sounds like you're in a pretty good space and you know what to do.
Oh, yes.
All right?
Yay.
So
I'm proud of you.
so everybody, are we proud of Linda? Yes, yes. So you're going to be sitting over there. We're going to parade right on by. Okay, are we clear, everybody? Yes. All right, I want you wearing masks. I want you in gloves. Everybody, that way. Let's go. Linda, and I'll help you out. We're going to start handing things out as you go by Linda. Show her items and then put it on the truck. But basically, everything should be tossed. Clear?
Yeah, go.
Great.
Yeah, go.
Go.
Keep. Yeah,
All
keep.
of it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, over there. Now, this is the house you wanted to see. Can you see all of the feces?
SOS pads wouldn't help.
Think about this. Animals have been pooping and peeing on this, and you want to clean it to give it to a child who's going to touch it, potentially put their fingers in their mouth. You can never give a child something that is
I
covered.
See that. Get rid of it. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Can someone take this and put it on the truck, please? Thank you.
Everything in that house has in fact been contaminated. See, this is all poop.
Yeah.
And that's urine from the rodents and everything. There isn't anything that could possibly be in there unless you think there's jewelry or something of value in which they can go through it. But I don't want them to go through it here because all the feces is going to come flying at us with the wind.
All right.
So permission to go?
I don't need it.
Okay. The reality is the percentage of stuff that she can hold on to is going to be not even close to being proportional to what has to go.
I want you to take a whiff of this for a second, okay?
Mildew, isn't it?
Urine.
I'd like to put that one in the wash machine.
Okay. This is one of those things you're gonna have to let go of.
Those were nice Christmas gifts, and they can be washed and laundered.
Nothing will clean this.
Yes, they will. I've been to the laundromat many a times.
You don't need that. It's contaminated. You've got to let it go. It's replaceable, okay?
I love my blankets.
I know, and they can be replaced too.
And they're beautiful, but look.
You can't get that out.
Linda and Kristen do not communicate well. In fact, they don't even make eye contact when they're talking to one another.
I don't want to argue. I'm getting tired.
I want everything to go.
You want it all to go. Can you just tell that to your mother, please?
If it can be replaced, get rid of it. Get the out so we can assess the
We
damages.
are doing that. I know that. I've heard it in your mouth. I've heard it, yes. We're getting rid of the stuff. Look at the truck.
Okay.
Linda's doing a lot of hiding behind her sunglasses so that she doesn't really have to share her feelings and deal with some of the painful emotions that she's pushed down.
Dallas, can you take off your mask for me? Because I want to talk to the two of you. My question to both of you is, I'm looking at all of this, feces and all sorts of nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing all sorts of clothes probably from when you were kids. Was this the stuff that you were sleeping in and walking on and living in when you were living here?
Yeah.
Was your clothing soiled like this? I mean, how did you pick out clothes to go to school?
We had bins.
You had bins.
Like those, totes like those. We kept our clothes in them.
Come on in, Kristen. I'm asking the question if this is the kind of stuff that they were
She
dealing
had clean
with.
clothes every day, both kids did.
No.
Well, that's what I'm...
Speak up, Dallas. Speak up.
We did not have
We went
clean
to the
clothes.
laundromat every week down here, and Shantae knows I spent about $40 a week doing the laundry each week.
My opinion of what she was saying about the past, I think she was lying. Because, I mean, I was there, I witnessed it. She's just got something wrong in her head, really.
She had clean clothes, you can ask the teacher. And Dallas had clean clothes.
Linda is rewriting her own narrative about what exactly happened.
She's saying you had clean clothes.
I went to the laundromat every week.
Linda is telling Shantae and Dallas, you went to school with clean clothes. And they're coming back saying, yeah, we went to the laundromat. The problem is we were living with mice and cockroaches and poop. We were going to school in clothes that smelled like urine.
CPS got called because of how we smelled and how we looked.
I'm seeing this come out, and this was your life. For how many years?
2.
It was not 2, it was like 3.
3.
Your mom
It was
wants to-
25 months.
I know.
Okay, 2. Sorry. I thought it was
Probably
3.
felt like a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
It's cool. Kind of dirty, but
Just glad we're not living in it anymore.
We're not.
Yesterday, we brought out tons and tons from the house to be thrown away. We cleared the entire entryway. So today, the weather is very bleak, bad, rainy, terrible. We have tents set up everywhere, one for the family, one for us. We're going to have a great attitude. We are going to get this place as clean as we can possibly do it in the time that we have. Let's go. Come on in. Pick a location. Come on in, gather around, and then we'll have a quick conversation. I put down a big tarp in the middle, rake it into the middle of the tarp, take the tarp out, dump the tarp out onto the truck. This is what we're calling dump and dig. All right, let's go. And don't worry about mice, they'll be here. Four of us are going out. Somebody else puts the tarp in. I'd like for us to now clear the dining room and the kitchen. There's no debating it. It's just going on the truck. Let's go. I'm really excited to get into the dining room because I'm sure that the worst of this is over. How much worse can it get? And as we start cleaning it out, horror of horrors, I'm seeing a hook screwed into the wall, and I'm seeing chains and a leash. This is what is disturbing.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me what I'm seeing, please.
The dog that she had the most hurt from losing, she kept the dog chained up right here.
And there's another whole chain of...
That's where I rescued one from over there. I mean, it's skin and bones, and it was like learning how to walk again, basically, from being on, what, that much chain? And like every dog she gets, she ties up.
Every dog she gets, she chains up.
Linda's dogs were chained. They were urinating and defecating all in the same spot. The fact that she had them chained up is very concerning. because she truly believes she was providing adequate care for these dogs.
Good dog.
Lord knows how long that dog was there, was eating, pooping, and living in a six-inch line of rusted chain.
This is the one that was chained here, is the one she was most attached to.
The one that she was, you're hearing that, right, Doctor? The one that she was most attached to, she chained here.
Based on the response she had to all that waste that was in there, which was no response, she had no reaction at all to what we were all seeing. I think that she needs a psychological evaluation, because I do believe the more time I spend with her, that she has the early stages of dementia. I truly think she's a danger to herself, quite frankly.
It's raining again today. And I don't know how it happens, but when the odds are against us, the odds are against us all the way. But we are committed to doing what we can for Linda and the family. Today, it's pretty simple. The bottom floor of the whole house has been cleared out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is go upstairs, and we're going to start bringing down all the bins that you have up there. You want to take a guess at how many there are?
Probably 32.
Okay, I'm going to guess it's more toward 100.
100? Oh my God.
Let me ask you this. When was the last time you were actually upstairs?
Yeah, 10 or 12 years.
So 12 years that stuff has been sitting up there, which makes me question, based on what was downstairs, what upstairs looks like.
It's not that bad upstairs. It's not no clutter or trash. Everything's put away. A lot of new, clean stuff.
It's put away, or it's
in
stored
the bins.
in bins?
Yeah, storage bins, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
two
there's
different things.
No clutter or anything to rake up off the floor.
But what we're going to do, Linda, we're going to start any minute. We're going to be bringing all those bins down. I'm going to have the junk team and the organizers do a chain. They're just going to hand it all the way off down here. We're going to line it up down through to the sidewalk here. So let's see what we've got to deal with, okay? You're in position. I want you to go up a couple of stairs. Up a couple of stairs. You're perfect. Everybody stand here. We're gonna just pass it all down. Are you all ready? Everybody up there ready? Okay, let's go. Start passing. There's this toy box that says Kristen's Toys.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're going to want to keep?
I don't want to keep anything.
I'm so glad to hear you say it. I said to my team this was going to be a much easier day because all of the human waste and all of the deterioration of the house was really downstairs. But as we went upstairs, we were finding feces everywhere, holes in the stairs. In the master bedroom, you could see through to the attic upstairs. There was just cracks everywhere, and the house is settling. The structure is gone. I have to explain the bad news to Linda. Unlike what we all predicted, it's full of mouse poop and everything up there too, Linda. I'm sorry, honey, but you know, things are just as bad upstairs. Maybe there's no human waste, maybe there isn't any dog waste, but it's all mouse infested. Everything is urinated on, pooped on. You thought you maybe had 30 bins. At this count right now, we've got 202 out here.
202?
We've probably got about 1,000 boxes in there, in addition to more bins. Every other bin that I open is just full of mouse poop. I'm just gonna lay down what I see as a fact. This house is not safe. There is no way you can move back into this house. This house is probably going to have to be condemned.
That's my hopes and dreams of getting back in the house.
That was my hope and plan, to get you back in
Yeah,
here.
I know. You worked hard to get this done, Kristen. I know that. My main
I didn't know
concern
it was
is
this
to
bad.
get back into the house.
I didn't know it was that bad. I was trying to get you back in it.
I know that's my main concern. I went through all this stuff and I can't get back in my house. My God, after I went through all this, I got rid of all this stuff so I could get back in my house. My God, I've lived here since 76. My God, I went through all this and I can't get back in my house.
I mean, it's heartbreaking. I had planned and prayed and had all hopes of getting her back home. I tried. I tried to get her back in. Now it's too far gone. I tried to do what I could.
I know you did.
I knew it wasn't
Wondrous.
healthy in there, but yeah, I thought.
I knew you tried to do your best. You ran here, and you know, I thought for sure that get back in the house. You did everything. You ought to be proud of yourself.
I tried to fix it.
I know you did. My God, I know that. Well, I'm proud of you. My God.
Thought for sure it worked. Sorry. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either. The plan didn't work. I love my house. I really do.
Kristen was crying. Linda certainly was crying. I think today, even though there's a lot of despair for the family, there's also a lot of opportunity for freedom because we have the facts and everybody can start to make sense of what to do. Given that we can't get back in the house to access anything more, we have to leave what's upstairs. We're not going inside ever again, neither are they. It's now time for us to actually board up the windows of the house and put caution tape around the front of the house to give everybody the clear understanding that this house is uninhabitable. And it's really a sad day. It's a sad, sad thing to have to do. And it's even worse to have the person who owns that house and who loves that house watch me doing it. You know, normally we like to take the family through the house to show what we've done. And in this case, we have to stay outside. There's caution tape. We're not crossing it, and we're having our meeting outside. It's the final piece of the day. It looks like we're at the final chapter of this particular project of our work together. Dr. Zazio and I have put together an organizing plan specifically for you, Kristen, to move forward. So I'm going to hand this out, and I want all of us to just run through it because we have resources ready for you. Dr. Zazio and I put together an entire list, getting the family in place with the proper steps in order on how to go forward.
One of the things that we are going to offer you is therapy, because that's a big missing piece. That's one of the biggest things that led to this problem is not getting help and not being able to ask for help. I've started to research a therapist that Linda can access so that she can continue this dialogue about what has led to this horrific horde and this house being condemned.
Appreciate every one of you. God bless every one of you, and may good things come to everyone.
Well, and you as well.
Yes.
And you, Kristen, and Shantae.
I wanted some change here, and I don't think I could have done it without help. Everyone done a wonderful job.
I love that house. A lot of memories in it.
You gonna be okay?
So heartbreaking.
I know. It's for the best, though.
I just have to, you know, move on and start fresh.
New beginning.
Yes.